Well, this is what we've woken up to this morning. Beautiful sun. I'll give you a quick look around the camp. Our swag from last night. No dew this morning, nice and dry. Kaz at the back of the truck making brekkie. What are you having, Kaz?
Vegemite on toast.
Vegemite on toast, nice. So this is what the campground looks like in the daylight. That's quite pleasant. It's not too cold either. This road is a little bit busy, logging trucks already out and about this morning. James has done the bolt. He has to go home for work commitments, so he's already gone. So this is where James had parked last night. But yeah, they've already left. You hear some logging trucks and things in the background maybe. That's where we had our fire last night. So we'll get motivated after breakfast and we'll go and continue the trip and see what else we can see. But last night, Dingo Tops campground in the Tappin Tops National Park. From our rugged north all the way down to the beautiful south, the centre, the east, the west, doesn't matter where, from travel to tips and all sorts of other things for driving, you've come to the right place. Come for a ride with us at Mud Ducks 4 Drive 2.
Day 2. Absolutely fantastic night. Lovely at Dingo Tops National Park. Beautiful little spot. It's just a shame about the bollards. Especially when you're tent camping or swagging. You just can't be near the truck. Oh well, bring on the adventure, I say.
Try again. We just left Dingo Tops campground, as mentioned previously. James has had to go for work commitments and stuff to do, so it was nice to have him and Brenton for the first day. So it's Kaz and I on our own now. We're going to make our way through this national park, and there's another couple of campgrounds and some stuff in the area that we're going to try and find. So we'll bring you that as we can. But other than that, it's just bit of a look out the screen. Hopefully the screen's not too dusty for you guys. Just a bit of a look at the roads and where we are in the forest. The condition of the roads has been fantastic. They've obviously been graded not that long ago. There is a fair bit of logging activity going on, so I've had to keep them good for the trucks, but that makes them good for us. So anyway, we will continue on our way and see what the day brings. Only a few k's from Dingo Tops is a turn off the Raley's Road to Raley's Road Lookout. Now I brought you here before on our Sills River trip, but I figure we'll go up and have another look. And even this road's pretty good. Parked in the car park. It was Raley's lookout walk. You come to this gate here, you have to walk around it. Raley's Rock lookout, I apologise. 430 metres, 45-minute strenuous walk. I've walked it before, and bloody oath it is. It looks all nice and easy when you start walking up here, but I can tell you, you know you've done it by the time you get there. I'll show you bits as we go.
A long steep climb, haven't we, honey?
Not wrong. We've done this. You think I'm puffing? I'm puffing. We're about a third of the way up, and that's a bit of the view from here. Now, obviously when we get to look at it, it's going to be better. Now, what we've been walking up, and as you know guys, cameras never do these things justice, is that range there. Now I can't even imagine that looks like anything. But that corner in the distance, 60, 80 metres away, that is a good 20 metres below us. That's the angle we're looking at. This is the next bit. We have to fight our way up there. Now I'm not going to make you guys listen to me puffing, so I think we'll probably only show you once we're nearly up the top. Now we're not as fit as we used to be, which is nobody's fault, not even our own. Well, it is our own. It's not the Romans. Anyway, we're climbing up, we're nearly at the top, so I'll give you a look at this view as we get to it. And yeah, I'm still puffing. Say 430 metres from the car park. It's 430 solid bloody metres. But this is what you're rewarded with, guys. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I'll take you around the guardrail. Sounds a bit rickety, but pretty sure it's okay. So this is what you see from Raley's Rock lookout. Sounds great, doesn't it? Metal floor buckling away. Anyway, we're going to have a little rest here on this fabulous chair. And we'll show you other things as the trip progresses, of course. After about a half an hour up there at the viewing platform and getting a bit scared with the drone, I'm out of practice. Now it's time to walk back down, and this is steeper and more interesting than it looks, as you can tell by watching Kaz go down there. If it's made to look hard, Kaz can do it. She can make it look hard, guys. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time showing you the trail to get down here, but because I'm going downhill, I won't be puffing as much, so I'll take you down to the steps. And once we get to the steps, that'll probably do for this Raley's rock lookout. As you can see, guys, Kaz is not the most sure-footed person in the world on these steep descents, but she does it right. She still comes up here and she does these things, because this is the stuff she likes to do, even if it is a pain for her to walk down here. But she does well, and that's all we can ask, isn't it? She's happy now. She's got the steps of the guide rail, or the handrail, and that does make a difference. It's nice that there's these naturally occurring concrete steps with naturally occurring steel handrails, but these are steep, guys. Every step I would take just here, that you can see, is probably a foot each step, and you're going down at, I don't know, maybe close to 40 degrees. So they're not for the faint of heart, but they're good. Anyway, I'm not going to show the rest of the stairs, guys. They're stairs, and there's not much views for you to look at down here. Apart from that, that's a good view there. And we'll see at the bottom. Well, after a 2-hour diversion, it's not really a diversion, I suppose, guys. After 2 hours of wandering up to the lookout and back, we're back down on Notting Bull Road. Still working our way through the Tapping Tops National Park. I believe there's a fire tower coming up that we'll go and have a look at. We went to it on our Sells River trip, so we'll go and find that one again, show you that, and just continue on the day. If you're in the Tapping Tops National Park and you've been staying at Dingo Flat Campground or any of those areas, take the turn off, go to Raley's Rock Lookout and make the climb. It's a challenge, but it's worth it. So give that a go, guys. Anyway, we'll continue and catch up with you shortly. I threw all these taped off parts, so that's what we're doing. Actually spoke to a ranger and he said, yeah, just drop the gates down, go through, you're fine. So it says no entry, it says the forest is closed, but with permission they're quite happy for you to drive these roads.
Isn't that the way to look out?
I think it is. This signpost used to say Blue Knob Lookout. I remember it when it was like that. I may even have some footage that I can give you, I'm not sure. But coming from the direction we came from, you had no idea. Coming from the other direction, there it is. Look out. Look out that way. So that's the turn off for Blue Knob Lookout. We're going that way after we've been up there. It's just a beautiful part of the world, this. Kaz and I have made it up here to Blue Knob Lookout as a big gust of wind comes in. Hope the audio is okay. It's not a lookout, what am I saying? It's a fire tower. Fire towers make even better lookouts because there's no trees in the way. You're allowed to climb up this one, which is awesome. And I'm going to do just that. As you can see, Kaz is already up there. This is a woman who doesn't climb anything, guys. Look, she's up there already. And yep, it's a ladder. It really is a ladder. So it's one of these go up forwards, come down backwards situations. It's quite an interesting one-handed too, guys. Anyway, this is what you see from this fire tower. So I'll take you for a walk right around it. People have and do camp here. I'm not gonna make a campground video out of this, but you certainly could camp here, and it'll be open to the elements for sure. I flew a drone up here last time I was here, so what I'll do is chuck some of that drone footage in from that trip rather than fly it again. So Kaz and I are just going to take this in. We'll see in a while. Turned on a road called Middle Range Road, which I've got a vague memory takes us to where we're going, but I could be completely wrong. Now it's off the main road, so it's more four-wheel drive style tracks. It's in good nick so far, so we'll see how this progresses as we go along. Now that's what we're out here for, to have a look at things and not always take the main roads. That's what touring's about. That's why we've got 4Bs, so it's not always the easy tracks, eh? If there's always easy tracks, why have 4Bs? Not that this is remotely difficult so far, but you don't know until you get there as to what you're going to see. I'm hoping we're going the right direction, because my memory of how to get down here is vague to say the least. Right, on the way down to Maxwells Flat campground, the harder way, come across the tree down, so we're going to have no choice but to rip into it. We'll give this new AEG 8 volt chainsaw a go. But it's way too green to be useless.
And that's how you do it. Electric chainsaw. Woohoo!
Driving on Middle Ridge Road, we cleared a little tree. We come down here, and this one's a bit of a showstopper. I'm sure you could spend a fair bit of time pulling that out and chainsawing. But somebody's cut this tree down. Now I don't know whether, well, obviously it's deliberate, but whether forests have done that for some reason or what. Anyway, it's going to be enough for us to not travel down this way. Gonna have to go back up the hill, back out onto Notting Bull Road, and continue looking. Bit of disappointment, but oh well. That's the joys of adventuring. Here she is. Back we go, Kaz.
Okay, let's do it. That was just rude. The massive big tree down. It looks like it's actually done deliberately. So we can't go down that track. So we've got to backtrack. But oh well. Here we go.
Right, after our detour back to Notting Bull Road, we encountered a whole bunch of logging trucks and some roadworks and stuff, and a hell of a lot of dust. But that's the nature of running around these national parks, state forests and things. You know, they've got to maintain the road, so it's all part of it. If you're in these areas and there's signs on the side of the road saying what channels you need to be on them, call them where you're supposed to call, and you'll be fine. The boys in the trucks are very good and let us around them right near the graders and the rollers and stuff, and let us go. So yeah, that was really good. Anyway, it wasn't long after that we turned off onto this Causeway Road, which is probably the road I should have been on in the first place rather than Middle Ridge, because Causeway Road, as the name suggests, hopefully takes me down to a causeway, which is part of where I remember when I've come through here last time. So hopefully I'm on the right track. Track looks wide enough and reasonable condition, as you've probably seen. So we'll follow it down and see how we go. This is the causeway on the aptly named Causeway Road. So we're definitely on the right track to get to Maxwells Flat. The road's in way better condition than it was last time. That's pretty awesome. Alright, Kaz and I are going to have a discussion as to the correct way to get to the next bit, because we can't remember. That's what part of the fun is, eh?
What are you thinking? Low range, is it?
No, you can do it high. I'm just in first gear. Straight through these ruts. These are the driest. River is quite low. Just drive through it and pull up the other side. This is the little creek that gets you into Maxwell's Flat campground. Pretty straightforward. First gear too easy.
Creek crossing to get in the campground. How awesome is that?
We'll go down to the right where we'll have lunch that day, Kaz, and we'll walk back into the camp.
I did the way. Hey, I did it. Look at that. Woohoo!
That little creek crossing brought us into Maxwells Flat campground, where we will set up for the night. Tuesday night, we're at Maxwells Flat campground. Yes, there's other people here, but we got to the point where we figured, well, there's only us and one other group. It's not going to kill us. So here we are. It's our fire, that's our Kaz. And tonight we haven't bothered putting the awning out, we don't think it's necessary. Swag between the two trucks. Lately we're playing with solar puff lanterns, because they don't use any power. They sit there on your dash all day and charge up, and you can use them overnight. When we got here it was early enough, so put solar out on the cruiser today. If we get to somewhere tomorrow and it's early enough, we'll put the solar on the Ranger. Don't think we really need it, but it's sort of how we've been doing it. So that's our little camp for the night. We're not cooking tea tonight. We had a late lunch, got here close to 2, so 2's been our, or trying to be our cut off when we get to camp. So we had lunch then, so it's snacks tonight, and that's fine. So Kaz and I are just going to sit and have a few drinks around the fire, have a good night. Nothing else to show you guys, so we will see you tomorrow. Well, that brings us to the end of part 2 of our 2020 October holiday. Finished off at Maxwells Flat. Just show you a couple of stills and maybe some funny bits that you wouldn't have seen earlier on in the video. Hope you enjoyed this clip. If you did, put a like on it. If you're new here, consider subscribing and click the bell for notifications and you'll know when I put a new clip up. And to the old hands, of course, thanks very much for spending the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. All the best, guys. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers. This walk is going to kill me. Things we do for shots. Haven't done this stuff for a while.
Day 2. I survived the first night. Woohoo! It's always a challenge when I go out. The first night's
I'll just drive around the helipad and go back there.